So I'm going to start by carving out my brows using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Almond. And I'm going to take this concealer brush from e.l.f. It's $1. And I'm just going to start carving my desired shape. I don't stray too far away from the natural shape of my brow. So I just go underneath. And I'm trying to grow out my brows, so excuse the bushiness. I just pack some underneath the arch and back, and then I'll take some and just go over the top. Just bring it around. It's quick for me because I've been doing it for a while, and like I said, I don't stray away from my actual brow shape. People usually do this after, but I feel like it gives me more control if I do it first. So then I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. And I don't go very far in because I feel like it starts to look not as natural if you bring the concealer all the way here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this e.l.f. liner, and what I like to do is just use it to line underneath my brow, and I'll fill in a little at the end because I like it to be really dark. I usually do this because it gives me more control than using the brush that I use with the gel liner. So I'll just usually do that. That's about it. Kind of just giving me the desired shape. So now I'm gonna take this ULTA, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's an ULTA Gel Liner in the color, let me see, it's in the color brown. This liner is about 10 bucks. I didn't say, but the Pro Concealer is $2.99. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply the liner onto this small concealer brush from e.l.f. It's $1 as well. I just love this because it's so small, so it gives you the ultimate amount of control. So what I'm gonna do is just lightly just fill in what I traced around. And as you see, I'm not going to touch from here to here, not quite yet, because I want it to be, I mean, as natural as filling in your eyebrows could look. But I tend to have like some sparse areas, so I like it to be filled in. And just a little tip, if you're going out and you're going to be taking flash photos, you always want to make sure this part of your brow is dark, because with the flash it could tend to blur it out and then it looks like you have half an eyebrow. So I just fill that in, and then now I'm going to wipe off the brush, and then I'm going to get some more product, and what I do is lightly dab it in and just take off any excess. And this is the most important part for the natural look. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold the brush in this vertical position, and I'm just gonna create light strokes using this technique, which is something relatively new for me. I've learned really mimics the look of eyebrow hair. So I'll take a little more, because you want it to be, make sure it's dark, because if you use a little bit too light of a stroke, and if you blend it in too much, it'll just start to look just like a completely drawn in eyebrow, as opposed to the look of eyebrow hair. So I kind of blend it in a little where the two areas meet. Then I'll go back here, kind of bring it up a little, depending on what the other brow's looking like. Just keep going in that upward motion. Then I'll come over here. And it's good to go in that upward motion because with the gel, it holds your eyebrow hairs. So this kind of really makes sure that I'm brushing them up and they're being held down. So still going in that upward motion and just switching my brush from horizontal to vertical. Filled it in there, and that's pretty much it. But now what I'm gonna do is just not apply any more product to the brush, but just kind of go under and just even anything out that I feel like doesn't quite match the other side. I'll go over the top. And now I'm just going to take the highlight that I've used today and just go under my brow with it. The highlight I'm using is the color Beige from the LORAC Palette. So just go under there. And that's pretty quick. Like, that's it. It's just a couple minutes. Let me blend that out into my crease a little better.